How y'all doing out there? This Easy Work Boxing. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet. This video right now, you call me easy. This one ain't pertaining to boxing, y'all. This is something I just want to talk about. That I've been feeling I need to talk about. Because there's a lot of young dudes out here following these guys and trying to be like these guys, but they really don't know the history. And television is not going to tell them. A lot of people really don't know because they don't take time out to think or have to try to open their third eye to see what's really going on out there. Now, this video is about all the past drug dealers we ever known to be big shots, to have the millions, to have all the money. All right. And I'm going to give you a couple of names. We got Nicky Barnes, Frank Lucas, Big Meech, Larry Hoover, Frank Matthews, Fat Cat, the Supreme Team, all these other organizations or groups that sold drugs back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And this is to let people really know the truth about that situation and about what's going on. All right, the thing is with this is, a lot of people don't know this, but your favorite drug, well, not your favorite, your well-known drug dealers, they're all CIA informants. They were all people who the government gave dope to, and they all went out there and put it out in the street for the government. Now, I know that sounds crazy, right? Because you're going to say, oh, Big Meech doing 30 years, or Alpo doing this amount of time, Nicky Barnes doing this amount of time. Everybody did this amount of time, right? But let me ask you this one question. How many times have you seen them in prison? How you don't know that they did an interview, told them, sent them there, or they took them there, and they did an interview like they were actually in prison? You see what I'm saying? Don't believe everything this world shows you. People need to start really thinking and using their head, man. So, like I said, these guys were at the time like big time drug dealers. I'm talking about like, I ain't talking about no drug dealing you see now. Which, if you see a big time drug dealer right now, 9 times out of 10, he's an informant or he works for the police. 9 times out of 10, because there's no way possible like you thought they were doing it back in the day. It's too much technology for people not to know what you're doing. They got the phones tapped. They got everything. Your TV's tapped. You see what I'm saying? Now, snitching has become a new thing. Everybody snitches now. You see what I'm saying? There's no way in hell you could be a brick man and the police don't know that you're the brick man. You can have all the money in the world, all the lawyers in the world. They gonna know that you're the brick man. And as you see what's going on down today, every brick man getting their ass caught, right? Going to motherfucking jail. Okay then, and these are really people that you know who are really getting it like that. You see what I'm saying? Who really had the money, getting caught with 17,000 in their house, 30,000 in the floor. You know what I'm saying? You know people who really did this and they are in prison, and you know this, right? Now you got Big Meech and them, all them guys, they re-upping with millions. Like a prime example of Alpo, I'll never forget when he said he killed the guy, Andre, they took 270 racks out the car when they killed this man. Why y'all think people ain't getting no money like that no more? Why is it that you think you got you a homeboy and you know niggas you know who could make it to that level, but they got arrested, somebody snitched on them? You know people who could have made it to that level, but nobody has ever, in our time frame, in our living, I'm 35, in this new era of drug dealing, we have not seen a new Big Meech or a new Larry Hoover, a new drug dealer. They giving you fake people like El Chapo, some motherfucking drug dealer that just came out of nowhere, who's supposed to be a part of the leader of a cartel, but they say he was bringing all the drugs into America. Am I correct? But ain't shit stopped coming since they locked him up. What his name? El Chapo, whatever the fuck, is a character. It's a psyop they put on y'all to make y'all believe that they done caught this man who actually out there selling drugs. And in all actuality, we know who's the one really out there selling the drugs, okay? Big Meech, Frank Lucas, all of them were all government fronts. They all were there to push drugs. And to give you a prime example that this is true, Snowfall, which is really the story of Freeway Rick Ross. I don't know, maybe Rick Ross wanted too much money and they switched the show into a certain way, but it's really the story of Rick Ross. Rick Ross was a drug dealer in the late 80s, 70s, I think, and the government used him to fund the war. And that's what basically Snowfall is about. You see what I'm saying? So don't sit up here and think that the government is not working with these people to push drugs, okay? If they wanted drugs to stop, the government could stop drugs. It had to come in through planes or boats. You mean to tell me they couldn't stop that? People need to wake up and open their eyes. Half of your drug dealers, not half of them, all of them, all them big timers, y'all, oh, I made $1 million in a day, motherfuckers. They were informants. They worked for the police. Where are the people who are, matter of fact, like I say about the rappers who say they go to jail, where are the people who say they were locked up with these people? Where are the people who are getting out and saying, oh, I was locked up with Big Meech. I was locked up with Frank Lucas. I was locked up with Nicky Barnes. I was locked up with Alpo. Where are these people? Why would the government give a convicted murderer who told you that he killed numbers of people a deal to get out of prison? How? Another thing I was thinking about too, y'all. Y'all know, like, with AZ, who used to fuck with Alpo. This is something people don't think about. So you mean to tell me you could get on Vlad TV, any other platform on YouTube, and you can actually tell people that you were the brick man and you were never charged for it? How was that? You were the brick man and was never charged for it. You never came up in nothing. You made a whole film or paid in full that you was selling cocaine. And he ain't got caught, arrested, or shit. There's never a statute of limitations on shit. If the government won't come get you for some shit you did 20 years ago and you got away with it, they gonna come get your ass. These motherfuckers were informants. Ain't no way in hell. There's no way in hell, y'all. A young black man living in the projects can accumulate $1 million from selling drugs and the police don't know who the fuck you are. You can do that shit with pagers. You can do face-to-face talk. You can do all that shit right there. But I am telling you, there's no way possible that a man can sit up in the projects, much as people run their mouth, much movement, much selling going on, that the government don't know you. Unless you worked for the government. And I know this is going to seem crazy to a lot, but you had to ask yourself, all these celebrities, since even Tupac, all these celebrities over the years we done always heard about going to jail. Why ain't we never seen one regular person who ain't famous say, hey, I saw this person when I was locked up. We chilled when we was locked up. T.I., all of them. Where are these people? Where are these people? I mean, it's a known fact that the government were the people who brought the drugs here. And if they was using it to fund a war, which they did with Rick Ross, what you think they was doing up in New York with it? What were they funding in New York when they was passing out that dope to them boys? They all fucking snitches. They all work for the police, y'all. Ain't no way. Why you think a nigga right now can't go and make $1 million off selling drugs? For one, like I said, the technology ain't gonna do it. It's too much snitching. Women ain't like they used to be at all. They'll tell on you because you ain't buy them a necklace. You been with her 17 years. Like one of my mama friends, this dude was on clubs and everything down here. His wife went and told on him because he didn't buy her a Mercedes that she wanted. A fucking Mercedes. Man, y'all need to pay attention to this shit, man. Everything that this world has given you is a fucking lie. It's a lie. It's made up. Your reality is made up. Your true story movies that you watching are made up. They are not real. Your O.J. Simpson cases are not real. O.J. ain't never killed no motherfucking body. It was fake. Rodney King ain't get his ass beat. It was fake. Okay then. If Rodney King got his ass beat like that, y'all, right? You mean to tell me who the fuck was walking around with a camera? And saw the whole goddamn thing. One cop go over there and say, hey, bitch, get the fuck away from over here with this camera. Snatch it or nothing. It got filmed and the whole world saw it. It's bullshit. The shit that you see on TV, they make it up. It's not real. All these black shoes, the Kanika Jenkins and Trayvon Martin, all that shit was fake, y'all. It's fake. Okay? Trayvon Martin dad is a Mason. Kanika Jenkins' mama is a Mason. A Eastern Star. They sacrificed their children for wealth. Okay? They sacrificed their damn kids for wealth. Look at the video of Kanika Jenkins' mama at the end at one of the videos before that, the day before her daughter came up missing something. When I get rich, what she telling her supposed to be twin sister. When I get rich, I'm gonna take care of you. Then you ought to hear the phone call of her calling talking about her daughter missing. Bullshit, y'all. Wake up. Stop letting your children listening to all this bullshit, this music about drug dealing when that shit never really existed. If Big Meech was such a smart motherfucker, why would he stamp a clique? Why would he stamp BMF and they walk around with BMF t-shirts on? You ain't got no business. You don't own no skyscrapers, but you in the club blowing 100,000 and you ain't no motherfucking informant. You shining light on yourself and you selling some shit that could get you, that's supposed to be 30 years that you got. It's supposed to be 30 years that you got, but you so smart, Big Me so smart. He go brand BMF. They walk around with shirts. The whole city know that y'all selling drugs and y'all walk around with t-shirts. And y'all think that he went with the government? They never did an interview with Big Meech in prison. Ever. All we get is a phone call. He could be sitting at a motherfucking mansion calling, acting like he in prison, y'all. This shit, all the backstories coming out lies. Frank Lucas lied. Bumpy Johnson's wife came out and said he was lying. Not only was he lying with Bumpy Johnson, but a guy named Atkins was the guy who really brought the shit over here. This man really was in the feds. He did 30-something years, 40-something, close to 40 years. Atkins, he was a plane flyer for the military. Frank Lucas ain't bring shit over here. Nicky Barnes go take a newspaper picture as Mr. Untouchable. But you supposed to be low-key moving birds. It's fake, y'all. It's fake. I'm sorry to tell you, your reality is fucked up and fake. It's the truth. Now, I'd like for y'all to come in and subscribe. I told y'all I would make other videos because there's more to talk about with boxing, but y'all know me, I'm going to stick to my core boxing because that's how I started. But y'all hit the like button, notification button. Most of all, hit that notification button, man. And y'all make y'all opinions and y'all comment, man, and tell me how y'all feel and we can debate. But I'm telling y'all, I've been doing this shit for years. I done researched. I came out this world years ago. You see what I'm saying? When I hit my rock bottom, you know what I'm saying? It make you wonder and ask yourself questions. And I started learning. You know what I'm saying? But I'd like for y'all to comment. Like this, if you like videos like this, tell me and I'll make more of them along with my boxing videos. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know what I'm saying? Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you like to donate, go to username or about. You know what I'm saying? I donate whatever you like. I would truly appreciate it. I would thank you for whatever you give. Most of all, take care of your family and yourself, man. And this stuff that you need to let your sons know, especially young men 16, 17 who idolizing this shit, man. And they don't really know that it's fake. And even the rappers they watching, fake. These niggas ain't never grew up in no hoods like that, backstories they be telling y'all and shit. Yeah, they grew up in the projects or something like that, but these weren't no drug dealers. These one, if I'm a big time drug dealer, why would I go sign a record deal for cents? I'm gonna get cents back. That makes sense? Yeah. But hey, man, y'all, like I said, y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching the videos. It's easy. I'm out, man. Thank y'all.